Hi everyone. Now let us see unit number 13, types of time series. So what are the types of methods we are using for the time series analysis? What are the things we are going to see? We are listing out. The first one is what is our objective? Objective of our unit is unit and introduction, pattern of time series, methods of measurement of trend. And the next one is freehand method, least cost method, and these are the methods how to measure the time series, methods of time series analysis. And then next one is 13.6. We are going to see some examples under the time series. And as usual, 13.7 we are sum up, and 13.8 have keywords on this unit. And then some terminal questions for this unit we will see. So what is our objective? So here we are going to analysis and interpretation we are going to do, and we are finding a model describe the time dependence in the data. So the next one is we are going to predict or forecast for the samples for the from the time series, forecast the next value or next few values. So the next one is control. Control the parameters, adjust the various parameters to make the series stick closer to target. So the adjustment in a linear model, the errors could form a time series of a correlated data. So these are our objectives. Now we will see the introduction of our topic. So here many statistical methods we have which are related to data which are independent, or it may be dependent, or it may be uncorrelated, at least uncorrelated. So there are many practical situations where data might be correlated. Either it may be correlated or uncorrelated we may have. So this is particularly so where repeated observations on given system are made sequentially in time. So data gathered sequentially in time are called time series. So for example, we can have as economics and finance, environmental modeling, metallurgy and hydrology. Okay, so these are sometimes they are correlated to each other. The next topic, 13.2, we have pattern of time series. So the time series is a chronological sequence of observations on a particular variable. So usually the observations are taken at regular intervals, day, month, or year. So but sampling could be irregular. Um, so the time series analysis consists of two tips. One is building model that represents the time series, validating the model proposed, and using this model, we are going to predict the future values. Okay, or we are going to predict which is missed values or impute the missing values. We can also predict. So these are the things we have under the pattern of time series. So here, if a time series has a regular pattern, then the value of the series should be a function of previous values. The goal of building a time series model is the same as the goal for other types of predictive model, which is used to create a model such that the error between the predicted value of the target variable and actual value is as small as possible. The primary difference between the time series model and the other model is the lag values of that target variable are used as predictor variables, whereas in traditional model, the other variables are predictors The concept of the lag value does not apply because the observations don't represent the chronological sequence. So these are the things we have under that. So now we will see that method of measurement of trend. So very interesting topic under that we have time series we have. So this is the methods of measurement of. Under this we are having five cases. We are having five methods we have. So we will see that one by one. So here first there is this trend usually based. This trend is known as secular trend or long-term trend we have. So there are several methods as now I said. So um, freehand method and semi-average method, moving average method, method of least square, and etc. It is going on. Now we will see the two models. One is the freehand method and another one is method of least square. So in the freehand method, we can very first we will see. So this is nothing but simple. That is the simplest method of. It is very simplest method of studying the trend. The procedure of obtaining that line is how we are going to proceed with this one means it's very simple. What we are going to do is plot the time series on a graph. Okay, and then examine carefully the direction of trend based on the plotted information, that is dots, and then draw the straight line which will be which gives the best fit to the data according to the personal adjustment. So this line now shows the direction of trend, how it trends. So that's the thing we have. So this method, it's we have this clearly. Above that, there is no formal statistical criterion whereby adequacy of such a line can be uh, judged, and it all depends upon the judgment of the statistician. So when a trend is fitted, this trend line is fitted by the freehand method, we can have we can confirm that such multiple following conditions we have. Okay, so it is a it isn't this method is very simple as said. It doesn't have a common acceptance because it gives the varying trend values from for the same data when efforts are made by different persons and even by same persons at different times. So let us see that one illustration for this freehand method. So here that the years are given 1994 to 2003 they have given, and food grain production lakh in, that is in tons they have given 35 lakh 35 in lakhs and unit is tons. So 35 lakhs and 55 lakh tons and then 40 lakhs, 85 lakhs. Likewise, for each year, the corresponding food grade production is given in terms of tons. How to um, calculate, how to find the trend line by using this freehand. See this one? Just we are taking that year in the x-axis. Okay. And food grain production in the y-axis. So 1994, 95, 96, all the years I am considering in the x-axis. So food grain production, the data is varying from 35, 40, 40, 85. So it varies up to 150. So the least value I can have as 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, likewise I can have. So um, in this order I can have with the food grain production. So just I'm plotting the points. That is 1994, comma 35. 1994 I will see in the x-axis and 35 I will see in the y-axis. So plot the point there. And then 1995, comma 55. So plot the point. And then 1996, comma 40. So 1996, comma 40 we have plotted. So likewise the last one, 2004, sorry, 2003, the corresponding fruit grain production is 120. So that we have plotted. So we have plotted all the points and just we are joining these points by a straight line. Okay, just